Hey guys, and welcome back to MLC TV, home of Memory Lane Comics here on YouTube. I'm here with Jacob Motsinger today, and myself, Eric, and we're going to be reviewing the Captain America and Steve Rogers 2-pack from Hot Toys. So let's dive right into this thing, Jake.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty excited about this set. Obviously, the movie was incredible.
Best movie they've done in years. I mean,
really, really solid. And to be able to take the pieces out home and throw it up on your shelf, you can't go wrong with that. We've already seen the Winter Soldier come out, and the Black Widow. Falcon's coming up soon.
Oh yeah, I'm excited about the Falcon.
But we finally got, one of the title characters.
Yeah, this is because, like he said, they did release a few so far, and the Winter Soldier was great. Black Widow looked great. But I want Captain America. The movie is Captain America. Why would I not want this figure?
So far, I mean, right off the bat, the look is just, it looks like we're looking at two tiny people standing at a table. I mean, straight up, they did a really good job. I don't know how the paint apps are done with Hot Toys, but it looks absolutely... the skin looks porous. It looks absolutely great.
I mean, it's a mirrored image, this is kind of how we've been displaying as well in the shop, and I think it's a good look, just because it's weird. You normally get a 2-pack and you have to choose which one you want, and I don't feel that with this 2-pack. I feel it's very much, I want both of these things on my shelf.
Yeah.
And because normally what they've been doing is you'll get a Captain America with a head sculpt. And then you always wonder, well, how am I going to display him? I want this head sculpt because it's, they improve with these every time they do them. But I want Captain America. I need him on my shelf in his helmet, ready to go. And here's our answer.
It's really great. The costumes are awesome.
Let's start with the Captain America. Let's talk about him a little.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely the Steve Rogers stealth suit done to perfection. It's kind of fun to see it in person like this because there were details I didn't even notice in the movie that you can go back and look at it. And they've this red stripe. It looks absolutely perfect.
Yeah, they did a little red striping right up the side, and he's right. I didn't notice that in the movie. I thought there was no red on his suit at all, and so it's really cool to see it. One of the things I thought was really cool, and it's small and not that crazy, but they've actually got Rogers put into his arm. On this cool. Side, a little
the
American
shield symbol
flag.
over here. They've the detail is great. I've noticed a little bit. Maybe the ink was really heavy for this side. The dye was really heavy.
Yeah, the suit does look very blue in that sense. That it's a heavy dye.
There's spots where you can see where maybe the dye has run off just a little bit on this patch here. I think that could end up being a little bit of a quality control thing. It's just.
I think they just wanted to get these out. That's what it looks like.
Dye
yeah.
Too.
Well, his suit was so dark, and all the other Cap suits, they really don't have this blue on it. And I think that's what they were trying to do, is dye him really blue. The really cool, they did a like a faux leather on the boot to give him a nice strap, which I thought that was really cool. My only complaint about this figure, from the front, he looks flat. Normally the suit hugs him in a way that you see the abs on the suit. This one's a little different. It's almost like they put the abs in the suit itself and then put it on him. And it gives it just this almost flat look.
Yeah.
Which, you can pose them and get rid of that. But if you're trying to just do like a straight up look, it kind of comes off almost 2D.
So you have to almost pose them into...
Yeah, you have to get them like bent over in like a power pose. I think that's the way to display this.
Well, how about the unmasked Captain Steve Rogers?
I mean, this is Chris Evans right here.
It's perfect.
Head sculpts, as far as they go... Hot Toys has done very well with not using real hair on their heads, and I almost commend them for it. I see a lot of customs where people put in the hair. I prefer this. I think this has a solid, hard look to it that really just pulls it together, and face-wise,
it's unbelievable, man.
I mean, how do you get better than that? His eyes look real when you're looking at him, and this not being a DX, if this thing had movable eyes, it'd probably be the best figure they've done.
I mean, all the way down to the denim on the jeans looks absolutely real.
It looks and feels like real jeans.
And it's something you wouldn't think that you would admire that much. Everyone walks in and mentions it, and in a way that it's kind of like, it's impressive.
My guilty pleasure, it was the first thing I said about this 2-pack when we opened it, is check out those jeans. And I felt weird saying it, but the more you look at them, they really did a good job of making these things look that real.
Absolutely.
His cowboy boots have a cool wear to them.
The zipper on the jacket's really
It'll
cool.
actually work if you put it together. That's all awesome. But let's get into the accessories. There's not many with this, so we'll just talk about the most important one, the shield.
The shield's awesome.
First time they've done metal. These things are not plastic anymore. They've gone with a nice hefty metal shield. It actually has weight to it. I think the main reason they did that is they were having a lot of trouble with paint on those plastic shields.
Yeah, it seemed to be a constant problem of the paint rubbing off over time.
Oh, well, you would move it one time, and all of a sudden you've got a huge fingerprint on your shield.
Yeah.
And, you know, those things are $80 to replace, so it was never... I don't know. I never really enjoyed the shield for that reason. Now they're metal.
It's a huge bummer when that happens. The helmet, the extra helmet, is just awesome just to have. You pose it up in his hand where he's got his mask off, holding the helmet. Looks really cool.
I like that they gave you two different style of shields because it's hard to see, but this is actually the red, white, and blue shield. Is more traditional. It's just been worn and beat because he got in a pretty hefty fight with the Winter Soldier.
They did a really, really good job on it. Shield clips to the back of the stealth suits.
Yeah.
So you can have him with the, running with the shield on his back. Look.
Another cool thing is the Winter Soldier they came out with this line has a hand that'll hold the shield straight out, so you can actually pose Captain America throwing his shield and Winter Soldier catching it with his metal arm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's right from the movie. They're nailing it. I mean, they've taken a movie that I absolutely fell in love with and given me figures that every time I look at them, I want to watch the movie. And I think that's what you'd want.
I mean, yeah, absolutely. Just a cool tribute to the movie itself.
Yeah, another tribute, they gave Captain America little handcuffs that he broke out of. Just a nice little add-on. You don't need much with Captain America. He's not an accessory guy. Yeah. He's more, here's my shield, let's go.
He has the accessory.
Well, he's the super soldier. Why do you need anything else? I mean, really. One thing that's cool, since they are doing these metal shields, on the next line of Captain America for the Age of Ultron movie, there's actually going to be a magnetic piece on his back. So you can just throw the shield and it'll catch just like it does in the movie.
How cool is that?
Because I think we all talked about it. After we saw Winter Soldier, one of the coolest things was every time he grabbed that shield was the noise it made coming off his back.
Shoot.
Yeah, every time. And it was just, I was ready for him to throw it as soon as I heard that noise.
Sure.
So that'll be really cool to see. But as far as these figures go, I think they nailed it. I think these are two of their better Captain America figures. I love the stealth suit.
Most certainly. And it's one that I think a lot of people were worried about what they want, the stealth suit.
Yeah.
But, the movie's so good that it's almost turned this into an iconic look.
I don't think it'll stand, it won't mess your collection up. It's more, here's my Avengers Captain America and here's the stealth suit. You know,
my Captain America.
Exactly. It's like they're doing all the different Iron Man suits. Why not give me the Captain America from the Winter Soldier movie? I mean, he's different than all the rest. So, Jake, the big question is, how many real Americans do you give this out of 5?
I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 real Americans.
Oh yeah, brother.
Americans. It's the value for
what's the price on them?
$339.99. You're getting 2 awesome figures to add to your collection. Just to be able to have somebody to go with, if you want to have now Bruce Banner and Tony Stark and Steve Rogers hanging out in the workshop, it is so cool. I think alone he's still great, but as a 2-pack for that price, unbelievable.
It almost doesn't make sense they're releasing them single, because I feel everyone would want this. Just because, like you said, you get a Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, and all of a sudden you have a lab.
You got a really cool set there.
Well, I'm going to agree with Jake. I'm giving this 5 out of 5 real Americans. I can't say anything about these figures I don't like, as far as, other than the flatness, but like I said, that's taken away when you pose them. So it's really not an issue at all. So there it is. First 5 out of 5 on our reviews. I hope they keep releasing figures we can't complain about.
Me too, buddy.
All right, well, we'll see you guys next time.